It is a very nostalgic periscope, and I don't know, maybe I'm going to fill in the blanks through assumption, but I used to live here 35 fucking years ago. Hi guys. Just before we start, looking around because I'm seriously out of place. I'm so close to the border. I used to live in Hong Kong, so for those that don't know, I used to live in Hong Kong when I was a baby. My first 4 years of my life were in Hong Kong, and I have very fragmented memories from this part of the world. And I don't know, it looks like a place that makes sense. Like my dad said I lived here, so it looks like I would live here. But by the way, coffee time, there was a problem with coffee time, so if you're trying to look for it, it doesn't exist. There was a bug, it killed the scope up to the bug, and then it resumed it and saved what was after the bug. Hi. So I deleted the whole thing because it's not worth watching half the scope, is it? Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hi. This is like some sort of... I'm looking at my old... I used to live here. This you can tell by the fencing. It's a military... They look like military buildings. Nice one, Midwave. But you could tell by the construction, this is like a military residential area for the British. And I guess I used to live in one of these buildings. I guess. But I remember them being white. But the layout is very similar. There's an eeriness to it. Just point it up a bit more. It's only grey sky. No, I don't have a... But I do remember playing in the grass. I do remember playing in the grass here. How old was I? I was in Hong Kong till the age of 4, and I'm 35 now. But yes, I don't have any photos. This used to be a British military residential area for British families. My dad was in the army. You could tell by the layout. Look at the fencing. This is not residential fencing. This is military style fencing. In fact, no, it's like an old people's home now, and a place for, I think, for the mentally incapable, or whatever the politically correct word is. In fact, it doesn't look like anyone gives a shit about me. To think about it, they were here when I were here. But I should have look at this. That is not residential. That is actually like some sort of military effort going on. Even the slatted windows, that's totally military. Yeah. Grantham UK says, hi, we care. Oh, thank you. And if you do, well, I don't know, are you being sarcastic? Possibly, there possibly are 50s. Possibly, you never know. The British were here in Hong Kong since 1840. Everbright home for the elderly. These are just loads of elderly homes now. What, is in like, what did you mean? You mean like you don't care? You're just being sarcastic? Bomb shelter. So weird. For those who are just joining, hello, I'm revisiting a place that I haven't been to for, well, decades. I'm trying to like remember being here. It kind of is, because old people are not up to much. Oh, okay. Couldn't figure out the sentence construction, Mark. What if that guy is our uncle? Well, then we'll have to take him in and look after him and get to know him. But they do look British. Where are my parents now? My dad's back in the UK. There's someone sitting on the floor over there. We'll walk closer. You have naught memories. Well, Hong Kong is such a distinct place. It has to leave an impression on you. And plus, if you've stayed in the same place for, say, the first 10 years of your life, it just gets blended in. Looks like Russia. It just looks very practical for a military camp, really. Yeah. My mum's in Spain. It is quiet. But you do not understand how close to the border we are. I'm going to try and find a building No, he doesn't. He doesn't get in the internet. No, he doesn't. They don't remember any of it at all. I'm searching. I'm not searching. I'm just trying to like jumpstart my memories, really, by walking around, revisiting something that I haven't been to. Well, it's a good job it's on catch, and I'll save it. I'll put it on YouTube later and point it out to my dad. Maybe he knows more. But yeah, I used to live here. My dad is still watching Benny Hill. Like, yeah. He's not celebrated enough in the UK, sadly. It's all celebrated in America. Yes, Kevin. My dad was a sergeant. Hi, Floyd. Do you have rain there? Yeah. Definitely more quiet. But I'm probably the noisiest thing here, but this place is full of old people and the mentally unstable by the look of it. 1 foot in the grave. I don't believe it. I kind of expected a little bit more, but it does seem kind of right. Memory is such a yeah. I remember playing like over here. Maybe let's assume that this was the place, but I remember playing on the grass with a Spider-Man toy that you pulled this thing, and the Spider-Man like flew up in the air, and we all had to try and catch it. And I remember playing on the grass, trying to catch the flying Spider-Man toy. Do you know what I mean? The spinny thing, and you pull it. And obviously, because the British aren't here, I can't ask anybody. I can only ask my dad. He's my only link. If I get to see him next year, obviously we can talk about it. That's the thing, Blue Pill. They used to be white, and now they're pink. But I remember the buildings being taller, but memory exaggerates things. That would be pretty trippy. I don't know. No, I don't think so. My dad has this briefcase full of random shit. Oh, there's a mango tree there. Yeah, exactly, Brendan. Way smaller. Way, way, way smaller. No one's going to be periscoping here. Super old. I wouldn't want to live here now. There's a mango tree. Right? I doubt any of these people are going to pick it. No one's picking that shit. Right? And there's another one there. How do I feel? Well, it's lost something. It's lost some of the culture. You know what? It feels like I'm in a zombie movie. No offense to the old people, but everyone's just walking so slowly. Yes, we moved all the time because of... Oh, it's papaya. Okay, thank you, Escucha. Muchas gracias. So we moved around a lot when we were children. That's why I was born in Northern Ireland. My dad was stationed there, lived there for 1 month, and then we came to Hong Kong. Lived here for 4 years, and then we moved back to the UK. I don't follow football anymore, Mark. I used to support Liverpool, but I just play football. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Doolittle. So, here we are. I do remember like my godparents living opposite, and the idea that like the buildings are, let's have a look, the other side. I don't want to point too much because it might freak people out, but you see like there's a building there, a room there, I don't know, but they used to be white, and there's a room there, so there's 4. I do remember living opposite somebody. It is now for the mentally ill and the old. True, Patrick. Yeah, it is. Well, old people aren't making much noise. But I do remember being opposite somebody else. No, there's no community hall. I'll show you the front, because when you get to the front, you can tell. I don't know why it's pink. This is just near the border in Sheung Shui. No, I just walked in. I took it all casual. There is a reception. I just walked in. No one gave a shit, which is really odd, really. If you see the front of this, you know it's a military base with the way of the barbed wire. I'll show you now. Pink is cooler than blue. But there's nothing else for me here to do. All I can do is just waltz around, try to remember some shit that I can't. It's not jogging any memories for me. You lived in Hong Kong for 2 years. I lived in another part of Hong Kong, but I have no memory of it, and it was in Stanley. I probably could. No one's going to stop me. See how everyone's... I smell shit. I smell sewage. You see all the clothes hanging up? How old were you? I left Hong Kong when I was 4. I spy. Yeah, for those that don't know, I have a pink iPhone. Look at all the clothes. No one's going to nick these. I could, Claire Bear, I could. But I'm on a time limit. I've got to get to work later. All these clothes hanging up. No one gives a shit. Yeah, it's real young. So my theory is that if you're young enough and you're in a specific place, you're going to remember it when you go somewhere else. For those just joining and wondering what the fuck, I used to live here 30 years ago, and I have very particular memories about it. It does look kind of sad, but there was a different life here that had withdrawal. You know, the British had to get out. We're going to exit, and I'll show you the side of it. There is some mailboxes. I have to catch a bus and go back to Sheung Shui, but I wanted to come here first. There are 2 on my list that I might have time for, and I've got to go to the police station. The old people, look at the old people, they're just sitting there, probably thinking, who's this Guaylo guy? What up? Hey, baby. No one puts baby in the corner. I'm 35 now. Yeah, all playing with their Spider-Man toys. But this is the reception that no one stops me at here. I've got to get permission to go to a closed area because I'm going to go so close to the border for one of these post boxes. Can you see? Look at the construction. This is military base design. There's the place where I'm at, and that tells you what it is. A wealthy home for aged. We're not in South Korea. We're in Hong Kong. I don't know. That looks military. Can you see the gates and everything? Hi John, thank you for the share. This all looks ex-military. Should ask the office. Ask the office what? But they speak Chinese. I need Raya here. But Raya's in. Okay, Patrick. Raya's in Taiwan, sadly. I went next to a bowling green, a football pitch. Hi. Going home on the 20th. So you can see, like, there's something substantial here. It used to be a military base. My girlfriend's in Taiwan at the moment. She's coming back tonight. I think it's South Korea. Well, I know I'm in Hong Kong. I don't know what you're doing. You speak Guangdonghua a little bit. Guangdonghua. Football. But I only play it. This is probably the youngest person here that I'm scoping right now. Beautiful banyan tree. No worries. What's up with my parents? Well, they're split up. It's almost timeless. Old Asian lady wearing a floral dress. Hi, New York. I'm kind of wrapping up the scope, but just to recap, this used to be a military base for army brats, and I used to live here in 1980, and this is the first time I've been back, and I've been here for in Hong Kong nearly 4 years now. She's squared of the big Guaylo, yeah. So I'm just trying to capture my memories as a child, and show you guys like how north I am as well, and the history, a little bit of history, very subjective history, but as we were saying, it's a military base, so you can tell by the design of the fences. Yeah, that tree remembers me. Where did I go? I don't know if I went to Stanley first or lived in Dill's Corner. This is Dill's Corner. But yeah. Anyway, military gates. Those are definitely military gates. Thank you, Caesar. And this is a I mean, that's a checkpoint. You've got to. Yeah, climb that tree. Huge. But you know what? Little things that I found on the way here, and I find them interesting anyway. So like, we've got a viaduct or an aqueduct here. I've always been fascinated with aqueducts. There's a massive artificial river down that way. I've always been interested in rivers. I had to get on a country road to get here. I love country roads. Am I just making assumptions, or is that part of my memory that subconsciously I just like? Right. So I do really love country roads, and I got on one. Had to catch a bus to come here. Oh, I didn't watch it all, Jennifer. I used to have a bike. I remember my dad wheeling in a bike for me. Probably, but just looking out, it's weird. Memories is I remember driving in a car with my mum. We were in the back seat, and I remember pointing up as a baby saying, "Boat, boat," and she was like, "That's not a boat." And I remember looking at a building with a curved corner. No earthquakes in Hong Kong, and she corrected me. And I always remember that curved corner. I come back to Hong Kong, and obviously I'm fascinated by buildings with curved corners because I always assumed it was a boat. Yeah, there are a few. Shit! My dad's got loads. I need him to send them to me. But my dad and my sister are not speaking, so my sister is the most technologically advanced out of the family, the next one down, and they're not speaking. So I have to do it. I have to go back next year because my dad doesn't know fucking email from, I don't know, instant messenger. Right, I'm gonna maybe, but there are photos. Shit, there's some really good photos. I should have done it before my sister and my dad fell out. Am I using a selfie? No, I've got a long arm. No, she's not in this scope. What a shame. But my sister's in bed. Right, I've got to catch a bus, so I've got to scope out. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for taking an interest. And the next scope should be a postbox scope. So I'll see you guys later. If you are interested in seeing other random shit from Hong Kong, I'll show you the sights and sounds. And you can follow me on, well, obviously follow me here, but you can also follow me on Twitter, JonathanJK. My Facebook is JonathanJK. Sorry, Jonathan space J space K space Morris. My Instagram is JonathanJK. No worries. And my website is JonathanJK.com. You can find my photos and my what's his name's podcasts. There we go. My memory's still not working. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take some pictures. I have to go back and take some pictures. But I'm going to see you later. Okay. But next scope will be the postbox scope. Ciao for now. Bye bye. More coffee, yeah. Bye.